I started to rob a bank until I realized that Wall Street already did that.
I believe that if there is a God, he has a Goldman's voice. That's what I'm gonna say now.
The greatest show the earth has yet to see. We are. Thank you.
Rated up in the New York Times. I love poetry, I swear to God. He was on the Dave Chappelle Show and HBO Def Poetry Jam in the same season. Currently, he's working with SWAT 10, which is the Spoken Word Almanac project of 2010, which will be showing in December. On December 2nd, they will be featuring here, giving a small preview of what they're doing. In December, he also has a one-man Christmas show for adults. The title is Ho. I thought it was funny. That's why I gave y'all an extra second there. Good job. He is currently working on a play about failed education and how students have art suppressed. And he's also working on a hip-hop play about how easy it is to sell out, called The Tyranny of Clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for our final feature of the evening, Brian Dykstra.
Fantastic, I don't have to hype anything, I just did it. Hi. Yeah, okay, I'll just begin. It's, you know, it's this fantastic thing that you get to do at these things is you get 3 minutes at slams, and then all of a sudden somebody says, well, come on down here and be a feature, and all of a sudden you get to go long form. So I'm going to read some stuff I never read before. New shoes? New shit! Elvis done swung his hips and people gasped. Jerry Lee pounded piano, sang about great balls of fire, while Ray Charles sang gospel songs about sex when you could dirty dance to. Rolling Stones showed up and shocked kids' parents with concert stage filled with giant phallic-shaped balloons. Something today we might refer to as balloons. The Doors sang about getting higher and parents pull their hair out watching kids skip out and down, straight to hell, if that's what it took to hear more Doors. Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off a pigeon he called a dove and pissed on the Alamo that earned him a slap on the wrist and a sidelong glance. Kiss spit fire and blood but barely raised resting pulse rates because kids who grew up on Altamont grew up and had kids. Sex Pistols showed up and bothered some folks. Maybe they did change everything. God save the Queen, she ain't no human being. But by the time Marilyn Manson showed up, those kids had grown up and most of them yawned and moved on, eyed by their teenagers, wondering why moms and pops didn't react to the way they might have wished. Only repressed Catholics paused when Madonna wore a cone bra and danced with a priest on an altar in a way that meant both of them had to go to confession. Kids kept eyeing their parents, hoping to shock them and embrace Metallica, speed metal, gangster rap, and something called Insane Clown Posse, please. And now what is it? Sure, there's still Pollyanna, still want parental lyric warnings and the clean version. Yeah, Judas Priest got in trouble for about a minute and a half, talking the most unbalanced teen shithead into attempting suicide. Ho-hum. So, they all think we'll go all gaga when today's starlet dances naked and poses, fucked up wig, meat clothing, optional, painted gold or silver or platinum, rocking rock-hard bodies, but rock don't shock the way it used to, not at all. See, Gaga's just Madonna circa desperately seeking Susan and the egg she thinks she's cutting has been crumbling for 30 years. Ever since The Clash broke up because an anarchist band with a #1 hit didn't make sense to them. And selling out wasn't in the realm of possibility. Since that last revolutionary act, it's all been done. Sorry. Only timid parents repressed in Texas refusing sex ed for their chastity-pledging kids can still be shocked by rock and roll. It's over. It's all about packaging and beauty and fantastic asses. I mean, who cares about the music anymore? Gotta look model perfect. Gotta look the most fuckable to the most people. Because music's become a visual medium in a culture that worships youth as beauty. You understand what I mean? You're from here. And poets, pretty poets, no offense, but I don't give a fuck how good you fuck. I don't give a fuck how good he fucked you, fucks you, or will fuck you the next time you fuck. I don't give a fuck how wet you make her, how inquisitive his tongue, how hard he gets, how hard she makes you, how much cum there is, how his dick curves up and to the left. Her dancing G-string covered G-spot, his fancy G-whiz, cheese whiz, across the transom, or how rocking the orgasm. I don't give a fuck. If you ain't fucking me, you're just a tease. If you are fucking me, I already fucking know you're not as fucking good as you think you are. What is the deeper meaning, the theme, if you will, the underlying truth of your fuck poem about him? Sex feels good. Way to go out on a limb. Best pussy licking, tongue dyed, cum blasting, fantastic, orgasmic, steel dick, clit spitting, ass-tastic, finger fuck fest imaginable, under diaphanous, damp, bed down, duvet, and thin linen, visited and blessed by the best of Aphrodite, Dionysus, and that loving goat god Pan. Poetry! Poetry! The simple, more complex action of exposing the truth as the poet understands it. Sex feels good. Stop the fucking presses. We don't need poets for that immutable truth. We need a 101 level biology class and possibly one human anthropologist. Or I don't know, just about anybody in the world who enjoys sex. What's that percentage, do you think? So here's my suggestion. If you're really going to bust out your creaky fuck poem, you owe it to at least one more than half the people in here to fuck us first. Or at least break out some serious blowjob. Because a poem plus a blowjob, now that's a fucking 10. And then, and only then, some of us listening might start to give a fuck. Because what happened to music? What if it happens to what we do? When we watch music suffer while popular got more popular, the more gorgeous the singer. You know what? Ugly folks got musical talent too. And nah, you ain't gonna believe me about the music. You ain't gonna agree or take my word. Alls I hope is that we watch what spitters come up. Because when we become about what's pop, there's another art form down. Another slice of hip-hop lost in what gets conscripted to sell shit. I mean, you can be part of that wave, or you can tell the truth. I hope you make the only choice that can possibly make you happy, but it's a different choice for everybody. Because see, ain't no metaphors no more. No need. Ain't no similes. Ain't no poetic parts of speech, no rules of rhetoric, internal rhyme schemes, feminine endings. It's simple. We are the rogue state. We used to warn us about. It's simple. Don't need like or as for that, not like the rogue state, not as shitty as American fascism looks like anti-fascism. If that sounds like repetition, it's just an accident. Ain't no poetry in that. Alliteration obliterated in rockets' red glare. End rhymes collide with bombs bursting in air. How I know that nothing will be done to stop global warming? Because human beings is human beings. Human beings take what we want. And if there's anything left over, we take that too. How I know? How I know polar bears can kiss their ever less chilly asses goodbye? How I know coastal regions will lose a third of its landmass to oceanic flooding, that crop failure and subsequent mass exodus will starve out 2 billion, and new diseases incubated in a hotter world will wipe out another 1.2. How I know all that? Because we all know what we're doing. And we do it anyway. We even deny it. Because it's not slated to happen for 50 years or so. Because we never even think about our great-grandkids, do we? Because human beings is human beings. And human beings take what we want. Like Caesars and emperors and despots and dictators shitting through gold toilet seats, slipping on 4,000 pairs of shoes, carving naked ice sculptures, pissing champagne so expensive you never even heard of it. For their third wife's 27th birthday, while 27 hungry villagers stand naked, painted gold in the hot sun, living statues for guests to ogle. Hungry villagers who will take home more money than they could have made working the fishing fleet for 6 months, even if the oil spill hadn't ruined their livelihood, but adding up to less than the cost of the imported endangered species caviar, 92% of which will spoil in the heat of radioactive platinum tiki torches, shoved into topsoil stolen from the Galapagos just for the occasion.